From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida, we've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. And on the mound today, Valente Beozo. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to...
This one's into the outfield, could be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And it's a double to start the game.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Now it's Mookie Betts. Man at second.
Nope, that's inside.
And that one hammered back there. That one is gone. He'll touch them all. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 2-0.
Mookie gets a lot of power into his swing, and this is just the latest example of it. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. The wind and the pitch. Ground ball right side. He takes it on his own. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Let's take a look at our lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Ha-Seong Kim.
You know, he's a rarity, Boog. A guy who can really light it up on the road for some reason. Some guys struggle away from their home ballpark, but this guy's better than 350 when he's away from his home ballpark. So I'm looking for him to be a real catalyst in this game today. I mean, they're going to need him to be at his best because most guys just don't consistently perform well at that level away from home.
2 strikes.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
In the air, right side. Sanchez gets under it. Squeezes it. Out. Number 2.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 13.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
The 1-2 stays alive. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is outside. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And the funky Muncy is stifled by the strikeout. Mookie Betts with the big strike in the inning. And it's 2-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Miami, and on the hill today, Kirby Yates. What do you have on him?
Well, he's allowing just over 1 base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
Bottom of the first, Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball. And when you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new baseball from the umpire.
Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Eric Wagaman, the next up for the Marlins. Outside low, ball 2. One out, base is empty. That one misses, and the count is 3-1. Check swing, called strike.
Full count.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
And at the plate for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. That one ran inside, almost got him. This one smoked, could be trouble. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Agustin Ramirez now at the plate.
Great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Swing and a ball popped up. Kim snags it for the second out. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Strike two.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Two outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That missed by a lot. 3-2 now. Tough start for him so far. Already at 30 pitches here in the first. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now the left fielder, Michael Conforto. The 1-1. Next offering misses down and away. Swings through that one out in front that time. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
Got him looking. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike three. And Kike Hernandez at the plate. There's a swing and a drive. Sanchez going back on it. That'll make it out of here. That one felt good. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 3-1.
Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
So 1 out, nobody on. And now Hesung Kim. Next offering is in for a strike. Line drive. That's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Luke. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Austin Barnes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
And that one is lifted in the air. Sanchez pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
So the lineup flips over, and now the DH, Shohei Ohtani. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Dane Myers.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him swinging.
Batting eighth, the third baseman.
Graham Pauly will hit next.
Pauly.
That one
Outside, that's
missed.
the ball.
And a big swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That's ball
No,
four.
that's a ball.
Tried another
Take the
fastball, but missed the spot.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some
Batting
really
ninth,
close
the second
pitches, and
baseman,
somehow
Javier.
Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And the batter now, Javier Sanoja. Grounded to third, could be two. To second, that's one. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We played 2 full. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Marlins 1. Back here at Lone Depot Park, Mookie digs in here, singing. He's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. 1 away.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here's Freddie Freeman now.
Very humble guy, and on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at bats in that way. Boogie's just trying to stay with the plan,
2 strikes.
and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, let it travel.
Yep. Short hop liner, handled it short to first. Nicely done for the out. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Yeah, the batter now, Andy Pajes. Smoked on the ground to second. Gets it to first, and the inning is over. Dodgers go down quietly as the lead remains 3-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Fly ball center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away.
Up next for the Marlins, the left fielder, Kyle.
So up next, Kyle Stowers. Next offering is downstairs. That's down and in.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Garcia strikes him out for the second time today.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there.
Number
Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
And that's in for a strike.
Count's full.
Two down, nobody on. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a payoff pitch. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And the Marlins down quietly. Score holds. It's 3-1. Back here in Miami, Max Muncy at the dish.
Number 13, Max Muncy.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there. And that's a result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't throw real hard have to rely on location and mixing up the speeds. That wasn't the best location with the fastball, but clearly that wasn't the pitch he was looking for at the plate either.
Bases empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground to the left, and it stays fair.
Now batting, right fielder.
Man at first with one gone. Here's
Hernandez.
Kike Hernandez. And a 1-1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Conforto over at first with one away. That misses. The count now 2-2. Cut out and missed. Curveball struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Hesung Kim. 2 outs. Misses inside, and it's 2-1. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Dodgers 3 and the Marlins 1. And we're back. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jesus Sanchez. There's a swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Evan Phillips getting ready to go. Fire Eisen warming up as well. Next offering misses, and that's ball 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
You know, the danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting contact on it. If you're going to miss, you want to miss towards the corners, not in the middle. Right there, he does a great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter.
Agustin Ramirez getting ready to hit. Off the plate inside, 2-1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. The Marlins down by a pair. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that is low for ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Designated hitter, Matt.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. At the plate, Matt Mervis. Two. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Finds its way through, base hit. And they have their first hit since the 1st inning.
Up next for the Marlins.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Kirby Yates done for the afternoon, and that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Gave him some length. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
so the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, number 78.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
First and second, 1 out. And now for the Marlins, Dane Myers. And that is downstairs. And a count 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Late swing fouled off. Two on, 1 out. Ground ball left side down the line, and it's foul.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And there's a ball. Graham Pauley in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The high heat too much on that one.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Swing and a foul out of play. 2 on, 2 outs. That's inside. Strike 3, got him swinging. And that's the inning. So they strand a pair. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Marlins 1. We go to the top of the 5th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Austin
Leading off
Barnes.
for Los Angeles, the catcher, Austin Barnes.
And that drops in for a strike. Miami's bullpen with some action. Cal Quantrill, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Tinoco getting cranked up as well. The next pitch misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. Out towards right center field. Myers sizes this one up. Puts it away for the out.
The batter, the second baseman, Mookie Betts.
2 down, bases empty. Now here is Mookie Betts. On the ground to short, Edwards. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
Oh, that's a really tough play no matter who you are, but I think he has a chance to get him at first if he's just able to get that throw off a little quicker. It looked like he took 1 extra step to set himself and get a grip on the ball.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit.
Two balls, 1 strike.
Squirts away a little bit. Betts off of first with 2 away. And that's way high. And the count is 3-1.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. Pulls it in on the warning track. 1 left for LA, but they still lead it 3-1. Back here at Lone Depot Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And at the plate for Miami, Javier Sanoja. That one the other way, and that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Back to the top of the lineup. Next to hit, Xavier Edwards. Runner takes off. There's a ball. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. So man in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. Last half of inning number 5. And And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Now here is Kyle Stowers. Outside. One away with a runner at third.
Hey.
Just missed.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
2 on, 1 out. And now the first baseman, Eric Wagaman. Just missed.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
2 on, 2 outs. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 3.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and it drops in.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for base hit.
Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. Ricky Holiday with the call. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Cal Quantrill.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Calvin Fauché up and loosening in the pen. That was pretty nasty.
Now that the third baseman.
Here's Max Muncy. One down, base is empty. Hit on the ground to the right side. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Conforto.
2 outs, base is empty. Michael Conforto will climb in. Outside corner, there's a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
Here's Kike Hernandez. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Over to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. So the Dodgers leave one, but they still lead at 3-2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Evan Phillips.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
The count is full.
Three-two on the way. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
No outs, runner at first. And now the center fielder, Dane Myers, with the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. And the count 1-2. That one missed.
2-2 the count.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Pajes sizing this one up, makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Graham Pauley.
So digging in, Graham Pauley.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Mervis, the runner at first, with one gone in the inning. And he chases that one. And now two gone.
Batting, the second baseman,
Javier Sanoja, the next to hit. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins.
Ball 2.
Fought off foul. First and second, 2 down. Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And up next for Miami, Kyle Stowers. Ball to strike. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Pajes on the move, brings it in. That is the inning. So they strand back here in Miami, and the batter will be the shortstop, Hesung Kim. The shortstop takes the ball. Trying to bunt his way on. Has to barehand it. It's safe at first. A bunt single.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
Austin Barnes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. On the ground to first. Could be two. Here's Edwards for one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher
Dodgers,
for the Dodgers, Anthony Banda.
number 43.
Well, the best relievers love the
Anthony
opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off. And it remains 2-2. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Jesus Sanchez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. On the ground to third. Muncy sends it to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like. But you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that one upstairs. And the tying run is on base.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Manager out of the dugout.
Now pitching for Los Angeles.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Alex Vesia.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. That's out number 3. Excellent work out of the Dodgers bullpen there. 8th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Marlins 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Mookie to hit. That's inside. And a count 2-1. Foul ball there. The rare K for Mookie.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Jumps, throws, it's there, and that's a great play.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
The third baseman, number 13,
so a man at first. And here is Max Muncy. 2 outs. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. That one to first, and it goes just foul. Quantrill back to work. In the air to left, down the line. Stowers sizes this one up, makes the catch, and that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Dodgers. And we're back, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Dane Myers.
That's out.
Next offering upstairs. Graham Pauley in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one hooked foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
He's got it. And there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Down the middle for a strike. And the count 1-2.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
One down, base is empty. Just misses there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. He goes down looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Javier Sanoja, the next up for the Marlins. And that's a little bit high, and that's ball 3. Holding on to a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit.
The batter, number 9.
Manager out of the dugout.
Now pitching.
Back to the
Los
top of the
Angeles.
order. And now
Number
Xavier Edwards.
66. Tanner.
Runner
Scott.
takes off. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky.
Oh, nice stop on a slide. That one just misses.
That's a really good take. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Conforto on a dead run headed towards the infield. Grabs it on the run. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Anthony Veneziano.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
And there's a ball. Miami's bullpen with some action. Jesus Tinoco, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Fauché also getting ready. That one missed. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it'd throw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
2 down, bases empty. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defense. Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His first homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-2. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's the catcher to hit, Austin Barnes. 2 down, nobody on. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive, because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Fastball is outside. Shohei Ohtani waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Down to the dirt. Swing and a miss. Up with it. Fires to first. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a... Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle Stowers. That one ripped. That's back there. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. Eric Wagaman, the next up for the Marlins. The tying run at the plate. And a count 1-2.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the ninth means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
Tying run at the plate. Right side. Hernandez. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with one out. He's 2 outs away. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Marlins with just 1 out left.
Now batting.
And now here is Agustin Ramirez. Next offering is down low.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. This one is over.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And your final 4-2. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.